So I'm not sure if you guys know this about me, but I am a writer. I graduated in creative writing. Basically, I've been a writer since I could read. I used to write a lot of Harry Potter fan fiction, and as embarrassing as that is for me to say, it basically taught me how to write. So I wanted to do a book review for a long time, but I actually wanted to read a few of them before I just started talking about them, and I've actually only fully read one, and I'm kind of I'm reading multiple others at the same time because I have so many books and so many others that I want to read as well. So I'm going to start with the first three right here. So this is Yes Please by Amy Poehler. So far I'm about 90 pages in, and it's really interesting. There's a lot of lists, there's a lot of like fill in your own section, there's a lot of memoir, and I'm sorry if the light keeps changing, it's about to rain. And here it comes back. It's so awkward. But yeah, I love this book. She's so funny. She's so I recommend Yes Please. Not That Kind of Girl by Lena Dunham is also similar, but it's a lot more sort of crazy. It's definitely for the younger generation, as opposed to, this is also for the younger generation definitely, but it's definitely got some of her own sort of modern woman sort of taste, and that's what I like. That's what I wanted to see from her. I didn't want to see her continually catering to what I always see, and I wanted to see something new from her like I usually do. So yes, Yes Please is definitely a good read, and she explains why she calls it Yes Please, and you know, just so you know, if you go to Barnes & Noble, you're gonna get 20% off this book even if you're not a member. So go ahead and grab this because it's a bestseller. So this is a book that I got for my birthday, and this is called Paris Street Style. And I am so excited to read through this. It's more of a coffee table book than an actual read through, but it's definitely a great book for when you're feeling like I need to be inspired by something, I need some sort of inspiration from someone. Gosh, this lighting, I don't know if it's good. I'm sorry, it's literally changed like 10 times. Okay. And this was sort of an impulse decision. I asked my mom for this for my birthday. So while the lighting is good, and it's gonna go dark, right? Yeah. Let me just say that the lighting is terrible right now, and it continues to go way, way bright and then way, way dark. So I really have no control over that. And I'm sorry I don't have good lighting. Here it's okay, it's kind of better now. But this is a great sort of coffee table book, and if you're looking for some sort of Parisian inspiration, I would grab this. These are my most scholarly books right now. These books are written by Alice Munro. And I wouldn't be surprised if you had never heard of her, but she is a Nobel Prize winner. I thought she was a Pulitzer Prize winner. Oh, she's a Nobel Prize. They're both collections of her short stories. I studied her when I was in college. I actually have another book up there that has 3 of her short stories in it, and I kind of want to know which ones are in here. I bought this one because I had never heard of any of these, and this one is actually her most famous stories. I think A Friend of My Youth is in here. That's the one I studied, and A Love of a Good Woman. Oh, I guess Friend of My Youth isn't in here. Her most notable story, in my opinion, would be Friend of My Youth, which I read in college. And it's definitely something that all writers should aspire to, and you should try to find things in her writing that you could not necessarily take, but like mirror, because she's gotten very, very intricate sort of her own, I can't even describe it. Like I need to read more of it so I can start being able to describe it, because I don't like sitting up here and talking about my scholarly books and not even being able to tell you more about it because I haven't actually read them. But Friend of My Youth is an incredible story, and it's an incredibly written story, and you should really take a look at it if you are wanting to become a writer or you're interested in how writing works. She's one of the most famous writers that there are. One of the most famous American writers that there are today. So if you've never heard of her, you should definitely look into it because she is an incredible writer and you could definitely learn something from her. This is probably my most exciting Christmas present, and I haven't even opened it yet because I wanted to do it on camera. This is the Humans of New York book. I love Humans of New York. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's this crazy Facebook phenomenon of this guy who I think is a journalist. He walks around New York City, or well, at first he started in New York City, and he would ask people who, you know, not even crazy people who were crazy, had outfits on who were crazy, just random people. He would ask them questions like, what's your biggest fear? Or what's your greatest accomplishment? Or how was your day? Or honestly anything like that. And he'll post their picture on Facebook and then their conversation. It got so many followers that eventually he started doing this project in all over Africa, all over Russia and Ukraine and Asia. He traveled to such faraway places and he showed the world. He showed so many people, honestly the world, like the world on Facebook, like what their lives are like. And I thought it was incredibly moving. And there are still posts that I see from years past that they just get passed around because people see them, because other people like them, and it's honestly just an incredible, incredible thing. And it makes me wish I had done something like that because it's such a creative endeavor and it's brought so many people together that it's honestly the only reason I go on Facebook anymore. Oh wow! This is the ultra rare dinosaur signed edition. That's so awesome! Thank you! He honestly drew a dinosaur. Brandon Stanton. Brandon Stanton, you're pretty cool. I can tie a full Windsor while driving down the road at 65 miles per hour. Oh gosh, I saw this guy. This guy. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. I'm sure it's not pronounced like Gak, so I'm not going to say that. But this post I've actually seen on Facebook so many times. It's actually about a man who was a janitor at Columbia, and then he started taking night classes there and he graduated from there with a degree in classics. And I think that is just, I mean, it's incredible. I'm sorry the lighting has changed a million times since we first started, but I just wanted to thank you for listening. I know I'm wearing the same shirt in these videos, but I'm not going to try and lie to you. I do have to double film sometimes because I only have a few chances where I can set up all my stuff and have all the variables work. Even sometimes they don't want to work, but I try to make do for you guys. If you have any friends who are curly girls or curvy girls or just love to watch YouTube, pass along my channel, and I have a giveaway coming up. I know I said that when I was at 100 subscribers, but it didn't really work out for me and I was moving a lot, things were happening, but I want to do a 500 subscriber giveaway. I am not sure what I'm going to give you guys, but it's going to be amazing.